people like Kashmir, one of the most underreported stories. Mainstream media tend to be focused on something else. So we're going to be speaking to somebody with regards to that particular story. He's going to be speaking to us live from Germany about the Rohingya crisis at the moment. So also remember that about 7:10 this evening, so please do get your questions. At 7:10 this evening, coming up will be the Sanha program, Q&A program. The lines will be open, 011-854-1548. Bilal Vaid will be glad to take your questions. So please get those questions coming in early so that we don't have a last minute rush at about 7:30 when we do conclude that particular program. 29 minutes past 6 o'clock, we're going to be going for a break. And after the break, like I mentioned, we're going to be speaking to Nay San Lewin. And he's a Rohingya activist from Germany, speaking to us live from Germany about Myanmar to deport Pakistanis for giving a masjid sermon. Myanmar to deport Pakistanis for giving a masjid sermon. So Nay San Lewin, we're going to be speaking to us about it coming up at 6:30 in just a minute or so. Let's go for the break. After the break, inshallah, we will continue with Your World Today. Remember, don't change that dial.
ये माह मुबारक आया है, खुशियों के नग़्मे लाया है। ये माह मुबारक आया है, खुशियों के नग़्मे लाया है। ये माह मुबारक आया है, ये माह मुबारक आया है, खुशियों के नग़्मे लाया है, खुशियों के नग़्मे लाया है। ये माह मुबारक आया है, खुशियों के नग़्मे लाया है। ये माह मुबारक आया है, ये माह मुबारक आया है, खुशियों के नग़्मे लाया है। ये माह मुबारक आया है, खुशियों के नग़्मे लाया है। उबदार भरे अब पैमाने, उबदार भरे अब पैमाने, और शुक्र करे सब मस्ताने।
Welcome back to Your World Today. My name is Faisal Patel. Just gone 31 minutes past 6 o'clock. Authorities in Myanmar have detained 2 Pakistan nationals for giving sermons at masjids in the commercial capital of Yangon. The detentions come amid a spike in the number of cases of religious intolerance in the country, with several masjids or masajid and religious buildings attacked in the last month alone. Officials from the country's official Muslim body says that the men did little more than visit the masajid and conduct sermons, calling the arrest and oppression of the right to prayer. Now, to tell us more, on the line we have a Rohingya activist from Germany, and his name is Nay San Lewin. Nay San, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah for your time on Your World Today. Why were the 2 imams deported from Myanmar?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Thank you so much for having me after a long time speaking on Radio Islam again. They were accused that they didn't take the permission from the authority to give sermon at mosque. But normally they don't need the permission. No Muslim need permission to give a sermon inside the mosque. They didn't give the sermon on the road. So I also met many other like Sheikh Zulfikar Ahmad when I live in former capital Rangoon. But now the authority is saying that they violated the visa and the immigration rule. It is very new to me, and I would define this as new oppression on Muslim in Myanmar. Okay, let me add one here. There were no problem at all when the Buddhist monks traveled to Muslim country on tourist visa and preached there. some monks reside at a monastery in Muslim country with work permit.
Yes.
So the most important is to observe whether giving the hate speech or not. As this scholar didn't give any lecture which can create violence in Myanmar, I believe they are completely innocent and they were oppressed by the so-called new democratic government. This became new rule for Muslims in Myanmar. So in future, no any scholar can give a sermon without having permission.
Yes. Now, moving on, tell us about the media coverage in Burma, the audience, the people there. How are they fueling the tensions at the moment?
The media in Burma are completely biased. They have been fueling the violence and the tension since 2012 when the violence broke out in Arkan State. And the Voice is service radio like Radio Free Asia, Voice of America and BBC. The Burmese staff are not airing the news in accordance with the rule of their respective employers.
Yes.
If I give you the nearest example, the first media wrote about the recent news of this scholar is Anadolu agency from Turkey.
Yes.
They covered the news very fairly and quoted what the police officer said and what the official from Islamic Council of Myanmar said. But when the Voice of America Burmese service make this new into Burmese language, they left out what the Islamic Council said. So the most important part was left out, then the audience was informed only what the police officer said. And the media inside keep reporting that these two Sufi Muslims violated the visa rule. So there is no one saying the truth. When there is any issue about the Muslim, mostly they enjoy in fueling.
Now, is this continued fight against the Rohingya extended into a fight against Muslims in Burma?
Yes, I have been keep saying that, and I think I spoke on Radio Islam a few times about this.
Yes.
First, they talk about the Rohingya Muslim. Now, the Rohingya Muslim are completely paralyzed. They are living in the open prison and they cannot move. And now they started doing the same to the rest of the Muslim in Burma.
Yes. Now, also, have you been disappointed by Suki's lack of being the hero of peace, the peace-loving world hope she would be? I mean, she is a Nobel Peace Prize winner, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, we had a great expectation.
Yes.
But since our government got in office, at first the religious minister said most of the Muslims in Burma are guest citizens. Then there were many persecutions on Muslims, but so far nothing was done by the government. The worst is the Muslims are facing a lot of difficulty to get the national identity card. Muslim children need to get the special permission from the regional immigration director to get an identity card, while Buddhist children are getting at their school.
Yes.
So we have been keep observing what would be changed, but now 100 days plan of new government is over. So let me say again, nothing has been changed. So honestly speaking, we are disappointed.
Now, in the past month, a mob has partially destroyed a masjid, a school, a Muslim dwelling in the southern Peigo region and set fire to another masjid in Myanmar's north and razed it to the ground. Where is the United Nations and Muslim leaders?
The United Nations and the Muslim leader have done what they can do. As usual, how they condemn, they issue the statement. That is,
yes.
We have been expecting since last 4 years, but it seems all the world leaders care about their business than suffering Muslim people in Burma. Once they care about the human, I believe our situation will be changed.
And finally, any other news you wish to tell us about the Rohingya situation and Muslims in Burma in general, because it's so an undercovered region?
Yeah, I think I cover all briefly, but what I want to add here is the persecution on the Rohingya is still in the place, and also the rest of the Muslim minority, they all are, can cover as Myanmar Muslim. they are also suffering. You have all the up-to-date news, like in the past month of what has happened in two places. What I want to say here is, please help us to get the freedom. The Muslim in Burma are like living inside the open prison. We want our freedom. Please help us to free from this oppression by the government and the extremist people. Thank you so much.
Okay, Nathan, unfortunately we're going to have to leave it there. Jazakallah for your time and giving us some light of what's happening in Burma and with the Rohingya as well. And again, may Allah SWT reward you for your efforts, inshallah. Alright, that's Nathan Lewin speaking to us live from Germany. He's a Rohingya activist and he's speaking to us about about Pakistanis that were deported, two Pakistani nationals, for giving sermons at masjids in the commercial capital of Yangon. The detentions come amid a spike in the number of cases of religious intolerance in the country, with several masajid and religious buildings attacked in the last month alone. So again, as I was mentioning, that Rohingya, one of the most underreported areas, Burma, you don't hear much about it in the news. Very, very sad indeed that, we don't cover as much and more focus on the other areas as well. So let's go on to some of Islamic content. We've been speaking too much about Western stuff. So